Hey everybody, it's me Russ, and today a different kind of repair video. Just got back from the store, 2020. So instead of working on the G6 or Vicky, the van here, I got something else going on. Getting home from work, my wife's like, there's a terrible smell coming from the basement. And sure enough, come back here and I discovered we sprang a leak right there. Boom, hot water heater, toast. Starting to dry up now, but... So the first thing you should do when you discover you have a leak is turn off the electrical, the power to your hot water heater. So you locate your breaker box and hot water heater. I've turned that off. It got pretty dang wet down here in the basement. So the first thing I did was locate my cutoff valve, right, for the hot water heater here, and shut that off. And because the cutoff valve also cut off the water to the bathroom here, we've had to fill this up in the kitchen. Fill up the toilet, and that's how we are able to flush the toilet until we get this thing installed. And here it is, right behind my my toolbox here. Had to get that out of the way. We've owned this water heater for like 14 years now, so we've had it since 2006. It's well over warranty. I've replaced an element in it. I replaced a thermostat in it, and it's worked fine up until now. That trickling sound is us draining what water is still in the water heater here. And it takes a while, man. I've got this valve open all the way and it's still trickling. It's been doing this for like an hour, it seems. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my Iron Maiden sticker, unfortunately. So yeah, we jumped online, did some water heater shopping, and we found the best deals. Again, the same place I bought my toolbox. Headed to the Home Depot once again. That's right. Why am I wearing sunglasses in my basement? So here's we're getting the tankless. We're going tankless. So we're both topless with our convertible, and now we'll be tankless. And check this out. Home Depot now has automotive tool section, or automotive products, and holy smokes, this is pretty cool. Automotive section at Home Depot. Amazing. All right, so back home from the store, and it's still draining. What the heck? How long will this take? Tick-tock. While we were at the Home Depot, a dude tried to sell us on installation, like having a dude come and install the water heater, and I'm like, I'm a professional mechanic now. like, it's just a guy thing. I don't know. I'm going to do this. Like, it can't be that hard. Why would I pay another $400 or $500 for a dude to come install something I could do? Now the next thing you're going to want to do is remove the wires and make sure, again, that the power's off. And I recommend you get one of these. They sell them at, I think I got this one at Harbor Freight. It was like $6 or something like that. But this is a circuit tester, and it can tell where there's electricity and where there's not, you see. So, you know, if you don't have really good labeling on your circuit breaker, just to make sure, you get one of these, and this is going to tell you whether you have power or not in an area, so you don't shock yourself. So be very careful, especially if you're standing in a puddle of water. You don't want to hook up live wires. Sorry, I forgot to film this part, but yeah, I just removed the two wire caps that were on here. And this water heater, 50-gallon water heater, it runs 220. It's got 2 elements in it. So it's gonna zap you, man, if you don't want that. Next thing you're gonna do is, I got my pipe crescent wrench here. We're going to remove the hoses Now make sure your water is shut off, okay? Again, we're moving the hose. Drag this thing out of here. Grab my dolly over there. Look at that, my wife turned on the cold water upstairs. I had to go get a bucket because the water started coming out of there. Wow, man. Probably because of this junction right there. But yeah, man, we got the old technology. Here's analog water heater here, and then the digital water heater. This one's HD too, by the way. So here we are. Oh, the cap came off. Man, professional installation. Let me just hook up the water. Oh, it's on the bottom. Oh man. Well, it hangs on the wall like that. So here's a dilemma. I've got these two on the bottom. I'll mount this. It comes with here's the knob. By the way, don't lose your knob. But this is going to mount on the wall like that, and then the hose connections are on the bottom. Because I'm going to have to run and get longer hoses. These are just not going to be long enough. And yeah, sure enough, I pulled cover off this. It's just 4 screws. And right there, boom, 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 you got 3 240 volt inputs. So that's crazy. That's just a lot of juice. Basically what we have is 3 240 volt elements. Ours doesn't have the 4th one, but it does have 3.
Okay, so here I am, day 3 of our hot water tank dilemma, and I did some research. I should have done the research before I bought the thing, right? Like an impulse buy. It's run out by Tankless water heater. This is 220, all right? So we need 3 of these in order to hook up this unit. These are the least of my worries, right? The pipes going into the unit. And while I myself am not an electrician, my dad is, and I've wired this basement. Basically, when we bought this house, it basically had this and this outlet, which I actually hooked up this GFI, and this outlet here, which ran the sump pump, which now runs my stereo computer. This equipment here, and yes, this 220 is here, or was here. I wired this gang box, not that light, but that light there. My point is, I've pulled wire, I've put outlets in, I've put outlets out, so I could wire this house, all right? I'm not an electrician, but I could probably figure this out. Having said that, this is a small house, and here is our our switchboard, right? Circuit box, whatever. So the 220s, like this thing is full. I would have to add a sub box with double 220s. So I could use the hot water heater, 220 there. That's the dryer. This is the heat, electric heat into the house, range. So, yeah, do I want to hook up a sub panel in the basement? And even hiring an electrician, like I could hire an electrician, but that's going to cost a lot more money, and that's also going to take time. Today is Saturday. You know, I have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's my Monday, and I got to get this done. All right. It would be nice to have a tankless water heater, but right now, the cost and time involved is not worth it. So, what do you think, Dana, about
hooking this up or not hooking it up. I don't want to just make the executive decision. Dana doesn't want to be on video first thing in the morning. So the pros and cons. The cons of this are that even if we spent all this money and all this time hooking this thing up, if the power goes out, we have no hot water at all. Where with our tank, we still have a few days. Usually when the power goes out here, it only goes out for a few days. Also, it needs maintenance. This thing has to be flushed every year.
Only if you have a large family.
Or if you have hard water, right? Our hard water here isn't that hard, but I don't know.
They said you could go 2 or 3 years if it's only like 2 people using it.
And there's the conflict of time. Like right now we're without...
That's the part that gets me the time.
Yeah, it would
to
take...
get a friend out here that's an electrician.
Yeah. So the verdict is in, and we've made together an executive decision because the time to hook this thing up would be a few more days.
Yeah, that's the thing. Probably more than a few more days.
Yeah. It's just not, a price we're willing to pay at this point in time. Although it would be cool someday, maybe when we're on vacation for a week.
Plus it's been since Wednesday already.
Yes. It's been since Wednesday. I know, it's hard to... I've been at work, and you've been to deal with all this. So yeah, we're going to get this done today. So here we are with Vicky the caravan here. Caravan we got for free, by the way. And this is the old Iron Maiden. Got her muscled in the back here, and this receipt. Yeah, this thing wasn't cheap, I'll tell you what. It is now Saturday. Wednesday evening we realized that our hot water tank has failed. Wednesday morning I took a shower, went to work on Thursday. I was gonna start tearing into the tank when I got off work, but I had some other things to do. I didn't get really home until like 8 in the evening, so my wife's like, hey, you work Thursday, it's my Friday, and then I have Friday off. So that's when I discovered, right, took everything apart. We bought this tankless unit, but now it's Saturday, and the struggle is real. I haven't had a shower since Wednesday morning, even a cold shower. But right now we have no water in the bathroom. Could put a plug, to plug up those hoses and call an electrician, but yeah, I'm not doing that. We need hot water. We need it quick now. And here we are at the recycling center. Nice. And of course, masks are required. No auto parts. That's weird. Metal. So yeah, there's the Tesla. Look at that. So the dude at the recycling place was giving me some static, and I couldn't film me throwing the Iron Maiden into the pit. But we're back here in the rain at Home Depot once again. We go 50 gallons again. Go big or go home. Thinking about 40, but I'd rather have more hot water than less. It's only $40 more. Then there's this. I thought this was pretty wild. You get a smart electric water heater. It has a Wi-Fi connection. Leak sense detection. Wow, that seems like an extra $200 for that. I don't know, man. Gonna get a pan though. Pan would be helpful. All right, got my pan, water heater. Out the door we go. Got the new Iron Maiden. Throw it in the back of Vicky here. I should measure things. This is 24. 24 inches is too wide, Russ. Time to unbox. Alright, with the box carnage all around us, we're got this puppy in place. And it's always important to measure things. I didn't measure how tall, but it looks like I might need to go get an elbow now. Right here, about 2 inches. Wow. From the top of the threads, about 3 inches. So just got back from the Blue Box store, which is actually closer to my house, and got these new hoses and my elbows. All right, so ready to hook this up. Got the two, these are liners, I guess, inside of the pipe. They don't come out. Handy dandy thread tape. Put that on there. Time to install this. All right, people. And because there's no rubber stopper, like on the ends of the hoses are going to come up against this, and there's a rubber stopper to keep any leaks from happening. There's not on this, so you know, that thread tape may not be enough. So I'm going to use this pipe thread sealant. That's what I'm going to do. Yes. That one's on there, and we're going to remove that one and add our elbow. Didn't have, right, like you can't loosen them with a wrench. I just use a screwdriver here and turn it to the desired tightness. Right, got that one a little offset, but that's okay. Might tweak this one a little because I'm gonna have to scoot this up. And the important part, cold. You can see that there. There's cold. There's where the cold water comes in from the main, which is here. There's my main cutoff valve. Drives that into here. So that one goes to that one, this one goes to this one, and boom. And now it's time to put my new flexi hoses on. And more thread seal right here. Line this puppy up. Ideally, it would have been better to do this without the water tank here. So, FYI, if you're doing this at home, yeah. On this side, because it's offset, it's a lot easier to tighten. I use my plumbing tape again, seal them up, and we tighten this puppy down. All right, now we're gonna repeat with these. Plumbing tape, attach these, and make sure your rubber washers are in there. I mean, just a good thing to be. Here's my old one to be conscious of. Look with the old ones, because look, I'm getting a pinch. It looks like a hose pinch going on. That can't be good. Hope that doesn't jack with my water pressure. This one goes like that. Is it going to do the same thing? Down like this. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Like that one looks good, but this one is pinching for some reason. It might be because it started to twist. So I got this vice grip on here to try and hold it in place while I tighten it down. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Pinched hose syndrome. I found out I couldn't push it all the way back, and look what I found. Right here, this stupid table thing is up against the back of the water heater. So I'll get a saw, cut that off. Probably really should get rid of my TV VCR combo. This thing still works though. it's old stuff. Look, I got Motley Crue and my skateboard video. Anyway, back to work here. plug this puppy into one of the outlets I wired. Yours truly wired. Long time ago. Anyway, here we go. Can't forget my safety glasses. Back now, and it just scooted right back easy. Without that thing in the way, and it seems to have fixed our pinch in this hose, so now it's nice and rounded like that one. So yes, I could braze all this together, but that would take forever, and I'm not keen on spending more time doing this job. I just want hot water, man. And I'm gonna have to remove my old ground cable and put it on there. White is going to be hot, which is going to be the red, and black is black. Ground. But yeah, putting wire nuts on. Alright, so you get the idea. Alright, there we go. Tightened them up. And we're gonna stuff them in there and screw this thing down. And tightened all these puppies down. Just like that. Alright, now I'm gonna fill this thing up with water. Now there's behind here, this is our pressure valve. Got my headlight on, but yeah, I'm gonna fire this thing up, man. And now we're gonna turn this one on. Test all our hoses. Before I fire it all up, I'm going to open it. Ooh, yeah, there's water coming through. So we're going to open it up and we're going to fill that tank with water. I had this in a bucket so I wouldn't. Oh, yeah, nice. So we're filling the hot water tank as we're running water. Yeah, gross. Let that sit and run as the hot water heater fills. You want to make sure your valves are open because you don't want any air in the system. Rusty water, gross. Gross, man. To go somewhere. All the air in the lines has to go somewhere. So you open this up, cold is on, working. You can open both of them up if you want, but it's best to fill up the tank quickly. Just run your hot water and fill that tank up. But when it stops bubbling and gurgling, it's full. And you can turn on the power, the juice. It's been piling up because there's no hot water. So we're gonna, it's a mess. Anyway, so yeah, we couldn't do dishes. But we've got our hot water heater. We're gonna flip that on and start heating the water tank, and hopefully I can take a shower tonight. Also, because of all the sediment and gunk that came out of there, it's a good idea to pull out your aerator cleaner, your filter, your screen thing in there on this, so you know that thread tape may not be enough. How was I doing that, you might ask? Because I had a leak. Oh no. So I removed this elbow altogether and just did that. Alright. And then thread seal seems to be holding quite well. That was another few hours added to this job, but I think it's all done now. Learn from my pain. You might ask, why didn't I just put it on the floor, Russ? Because the basement floods down here, if the power goes out and there's a storm, we'll get a couple inches of water down here. So that's why everything is on pallets. Or like our Christmas stuff here, it's in these rubber totes, you know. And yes, I turned the power off, but I also covered the electrical part here with this plastic bag and some Gorilla tape. so it wouldn't get water on the electrical. Even though, yes, I turned it off. I just don't want the new hot water tanks electrical stuff getting nasty. So I'm gonna sit and let that, no leak. Boom. And I turned on the juice. I'm getting power. And to adjust the temperature, pull these out. The plastic cover. You turn the power off to this unit, all right? And then right there, we got about 120. That's where we like it. And each element has one of these as well. So yeah, that's how you keep the temp. I went and had dinner and came back and still no leaks. Yay, no leaks. And now I'm recycling some of my flexi hose from the old tank, and I'm going to use this for the pressure valve release. So this will go into a bucket. It'll tell me if it's has too much pressure. It probably doesn't. Our water pressure here isn't very good. So, just saying. All right, so this part here just goes right into there. There's no pressure on this, so I don't have to worry about leaks. And then this part goes on there. And yeah, there is my pipe emptying into the bucket. Right? Boom, that works. Still no leaks. Nice. And my friends, that's how you hook up a hot water heater. Happy Halloween. It's almost Halloween 2020, so scary, right? It's like license and registration, please. Later, subscribe, do whatever you want, all right? It's your life. Just got done with a nice hot shower. All things are good in the world.